and we are going to be racing. All right, we are live. Good evening and happy holidays from everybody here at Let's Talk Jaws Live. Hope you guys at home had a wonderful holiday. Mike, Janie, hope you guys had a nice holiday. At least a little bit of downtime. Yeah. No.
Definitely major downtime for me. I really didn't celebrate, so just kind of
Understandable. You had a lot going on. Yeah.
yeah, I just kind of didn't celebrate, and but I did get to go out with my friend from work. We went to go see The Color Purple.
Oh, was
Oh,
it?
how was it?
You know, I have my it's not the original, and I think a lot of people don't understand that, but there were a few famous faces in there. I was really
Hmm.
surprised, and one of the faces in there is actually Jaws related. So yeah,
No kidding.
no kidding. And of
I
course
haven't seen it.
Spielberg helped produce it along with Oprah. So
I've got I've got the screener. I haven't watched it yet because I love the movie and the musical. I've seen the musical. The musical is okay,
yeah,
but I don't know who's in it. Mario Van Peebles,
nope,
is he in it? Okay, that's the only
nope.
Jaws person I could think of.
Jaws person. Think of Jaws.
It's in The Color Purple.
It's in the
Uh-huh.
color purple.
He is in this version of The Color Purple, and he is it is Jaws related.
Oh my gosh. I mean, there's only so many people left. It's not Dreyfus.
Absolutely. No,
Dreyfus.
no.
Yeah,
Is
it's not Dreyfus.
I was going to
I
say.
will say African American. I will say
Okay, I
that.
was going to say.
Yeah,
Well,
I kind of figured that.
as
Okay.
Keith points out, if we do cosplay for Jaws, he's got to be the cop that directs traffic because I
Well,
think
it's got to come
that's the only, I think that's
With
the
the,
only
with the whistle.
Jaws.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, that's Keith. So
That's key. Yeah.
Lou
No.
Gossett.
Lou Gossett
Lou
Jr. is
Gossett
in it.
Jr.
Oh, you said Jaws. Sorry.
Yeah,
I was immediately thinking first movie. I'm like,
Nate and I we stop at Jaws too. So
we
we
st-
You know, it's still Jaws related.
that's
It's
true.
still
Got
in
okay.
Jaws,
there. Okay.
got
But
Jaws
yes,
in the title.
Lou Gossett Jr. is in it, and he plays the elder, the father
Is he
figure.
Mister? Old Mister?
He's Mister's father. So he played Adolf Caesar's character.
Oh,
Oh,
Caesar.
okay.
Caesar had the best voice.
Uh
Yeah.
yeah, he
Not
really
too
did.
many women
So that
like
was
that.
really cool to
Oh,
go and
they up
watch
in the
that
house.
and get that little, you know,
Yeah.
little tidbit in
Oh,
there. So,
good.
but, yeah,
Good.
that's what I did. What did everybody else do?
Well, not much here. I just had a grandson, but that's about it.
Somebody
Oh,
got a
good bad.
grandbaby for Christmas.
Yeah, I got
I
a
just
baby.
landed low. Yeah.
Yep.
You have a
Yeah,
white
my
Christmas,
last.
Nate? Did it snow up there?
No, it's been raining. No, it's been like the last 2, 3 weekends. It's been a bit on the warm side and rainy, which is shocker. Like today, it was I don't know 50, 52. I actually left
Yeah.
finally this afternoon. I thought I'd disappear for an hour and get on my bike because I haven't been getting out at all. And I was like, oh, finally it's not raining because it rained the last 2 days. And it was, I mean, Christmas Day was 50 degrees here, which blew my mind. And I thought, I'm going to go out and disappear. And, the rain was going to move out. And sure enough, I had 7 miles to get home and I rode home in the rain. So
It's not
that's
bad.
the way it's been.
Not
Yeah,
bad,
it's been
except
raining
I'm
up in
always,
this area.
especially the 10 speed. You
Yeah, yeah.
probably have a really nice bike where I had a 10 speed with the skinny tires that were bald already. So I'm
So I
always
got
about traction.
the thing about cycling is you don't have one bike, you have many bikes. They're like tools. They're like, so you have a tool for when you're in the woods, you have one for when you're on the road, you have one for when you're so the big thing now is gravel bike riding, which is kind of like a do all bike that looks like a road bike, but they're pretty heavy duty and it's got disc brakes on it, it's got pretty wide tires but very small knobbies. It's kind of like the go between the full on mountain bike and the road bike with the slicks. And so that's what I chose to go out on today. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, I was coming home in the rain, getting wet, and yeah, not fun. But I got outside, so that was important. Yeah.
True. True.
It's your exercise.
Mm.
Yeah. You guys get anything fun?
What did I get? Usual. I mean, I don't. I have everything I need. So
That's
when
kind
they
of where
have,
we are
I
too.
want to get, no, I don't need this. I don't need that. So what I do get, I got some shirts, and the guys at work got me, because I posted them on the page, the little ornaments, the little Jaws
Oh yeah.
ornament, which
hmm
I've seen. I just saw them on the post, and the guys at work got me those for Christmas. So I'll put them on the tree next year.
Oh, that's cool.
But it was good. We had a good time. Good time. We did our Christmas with the son and daughter-in-law and grandkids Saturday,
hmm
and then of course, Monday morning we were at the hospital and had the baby, so they're home and they're recuperating. And uh, I took the kids shopping with me on Friday, and Harper, she's 9. We stopped to Build-A-Bear, and because she wanted to get a teddy bear for the baby, and she gave that to her mom for Christmas. So the baby has a teddy
Oh
bear.
wow.
But
Oh wow, that's cool.
in the week,
Aw.
almost week since we went there, I have received no less than 33 emails from Build-A-Bear.
Welcome to the
Shocker,
club.
right?
Welcome to
Cows,
the club.
Yeah.
cows. We have this magical Christmas. It's like no. I will say they were very, very reasonably priced. Because I was
Yeah.
thinking, oh god, this is gonna be $100.
No, they're not that
But they were
bad.
very reasonably priced. And they're very. Here's the heart. Rub it on your head, rub it on your heart, rub it here, and they put it inside. And I guess they have this machine that fills up the animals, the toys. But the kid in front of us, they go through all this. This is human, and we want to do this. You're going to love it. And he starts inflating it or putting the stuffing in, and there's a rip in the leg. So he goes, "Oh, this one's got a rip in it," and he just throws it into a trash can. And I was like, "Wow, wow!"
There goes all the meaning in that, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Wow. Okay.
but he could
The
have
kids standing there going,
laid it gently behind you or something else, but it's stink. So, but that was
Yeah.
Christmas. That was Christmas 2023. Good evening, Nate, Michael, and JJ. I got to
Yeah, we got a couple
bring up the show
comments.
and see who that is.
We got hey guys. I believe that's Keith. One of those two
"Hey,
is
you
Keith.
guys."
Yeah. Yeah, and we got a hi Keith here. Sorry, I'm a little slow to getting started here in the comments, so I'll bring you guys in. And we got a hey guys. Hey, if you guys would throw your name up at the beginning or at the end of your comment, just makes it easier because our feed tends to lag behind as far as trying to.
The hey guys is from Jamie Saunders.
Jamie!
Hey.
What a guy! Love Jamie. Jamie's like my brother from Canada. So yeah,
And
great guy.
Keith, both of them said it. So I love it. I love it.
We no one said, "Hey, you guys." No one did the Goonies.
Hey, you guys. It's not from Goonies though. It was like a cartoon show.
Or was it the Electric Company?
The Electric
the
Company.
Electric
Yes,
Company
thank
That's
you.
what it was.
Thank
Yes.
you.
That's what it was.
It
Yeah.
was.
Thank you.
Yep. It was the Electric Company. And then because Sloth kept watching TV, that was one of the shows I think that he watched. That's where he got it from.
Right.
So
Yeah.
With Morgan Freeman, Ready Reader.
yes.
Ready
yes.
reader. That's right. Yep. There we go.
Donna's here. Donna says, "Oh, Edgar has COVID. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
She got her shots. Good. Well, tell Edgar to take care of himself."
Boo.
Yeah. Sid there. Yeah, Sid's kind of captive audience right now with that. So I had a really good conversation with Don. It was good catching up with her. Yeah, we're actually going to head out to. We're going to do like a 3 to 4 day trip, like Cape Cod area. And I was talking to Don. I said, we're going up there. We've got to hop on the boat and get over there for an afternoon or something like that. So we're going to pop in and maybe grab a bite and eat with Donna and spend a little time where I thought that'd be nice. So yeah, good stuff. Well, we got 51 degrees in Detroit on Christmas. yeah, that's you know what it's been that way here, which is kind of driving me nuts because we had like 20s and 30s the last I don't know 2.5 weeks or whatever, and I was like, okay, if there's I get it, there's no snow. We don't get a lot of snow until like January. That's when snow hits. But I'm like, cold I can handle. 50 degrees and sunny on Christmas. Like you got to be kidding me. It's been like Seattle for the last 2 weeks, and now it's
Yeah.
50.
Yeah.
So
Just didn't seem very Christmassy, did it?
yeah, not necessarily. Not
Yeah,
Yeah.
necessarily, but
yeah, like a little dusty in the snow, but it didn't stick, and that was about
Yeah.
yeah,
been cold and windy, but which is good. I'm not a big snow fan. I grew up in Florida. I'm not a big snow fan. So
yeah. Green Christmas rules. Southern Ontario, all raining. Great Christmas. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would imagine being up there, you probably get a little tired of snow after a while. I don't know. I've got a friend of mine. Actually, I taught one of her sons. She lives out in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and oh my gosh, I don't. I mean, you've got to love skiing and shoveling. That's the only thing I can think because I mean, by September, she's already sending pictures, going, "Dear God, make it stop." And I mean, it goes through May out there. I don't know if I can handle that. I really don't.
God.
Yeah,
Red Sox bedspread. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Wait a minute, I'm a Red Sox fan.
I'm sorry.
Uh,
Let me tell you
color,
some.
color purple.
Let me tell you some horrible Wade Boggs stories later.
ah, ah, very cool. That's from Jamie there. Great guy, I tell you. What a nice guy. None of us like snow. Come on, somebody's got to like. I like snow when it's white and it's snow. I don't like
Right.
it when it's gray and it's frozen crap. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I
yes.
get
And
tired of
It's pretty to look at, but yeah.
it. Yes. Yeah. I want to fast forward through 2025. Yeah, I can kind of agree with you there. I was having delusions of grandeur of that today. Yeah. What else we got? In-laws were sick, so we didn't open gifts until Christmas night.
Matthew
Thanks for that
Drinenberg,
story. The
Matt
Oh,
Blu-rays.
Palmer.
that's Matt. That's Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right. Usually with my family, we try and get everyone together on one day. So rather than make it Christmas, it becomes the holiday week. So it's kind of like whatever day works. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how we look at it.
Yeah.
So,
Good.
well, all right. You guys want to get this show on the road?
I'm
Let's
ready.
go.
All right. Let me get us a rolling here. Get us going over here. So, here we go. So tonight we're really hitting kind of 2023 in review. So,
Love
hey,
it.
let Bruce take a bite out of 2023. It is just about the end
He
of the
can take
road.
it. He can take it.
You can have it.
He can have it.
All but the last, all but the last week. Last 2 weeks
I
have
agree.
been
I
pretty
agree.
good.
Man, he can
And,
take a. He can
and,
take just. There's a few weeks he can just but the rest of it he can no.
in the third weekend in October,
Yeah,
that was a good
that was
one.
good.
So
That was good.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll send Bruce a
I,
list of the weeks to devour.
I got to say, 2023 for me was better than the last couple of years.
Oh.
Whether it was by a little bit or a margin, I think it was, last couple of years, I think for everyone, we're a bit on the rough side, so it was kind of nice. I feel like this was the first full year that we had a little bit of normalcy. So trying to be optimistic here, guys. But, take it as it comes. So, all right, we got a couple more.
Smooth sailing ahead.
Smooth
Yep,
sailing.
that's right.
There you go.
I love the snow as long as I don't have to shovel. I agree with that. I'm okay with shoveling, actually. You know
Yeah,
what?
do
I have a
shovel
snow blower.
everything.
Yeah, I have a snow blower, and I don't get it out unless I absolutely have to. I love getting out there and pushing it around and shoveling it. And it's when you have to get out there every hour for 10-hour period, then they get a little cranky over it. But that's when it gets old. I've got about I don't know, about 120 feet of driveway, so it gets old.
Oh, God.
I do. Yeah, I do. What do we got here? My wife completed my Jaws tubs collection. That's the
little
The rubber duckies.
little rubber ducks.
Yeah.
I jumped on those too late. I didn't get any of those.
I haven't got any of them yet. What we got? Yeah, she found the jumbo jaws with the duck and the scuba tank in his mouth. That's pretty cool.
Very nice.
That's pretty cool.
One of my employees brought me a hooper with the scuba diving hooper with the two heads. Which
No kidding.
I've got that.
I had the other one. I've got a couple of the other one where he's wearing like the jean jacket, but I could not find the
I got the jean jacket one. Yeah.
And then the blazer, like I sent you, Nate.
Yes.
I came into work about 3 weeks ago, and there was one sitting on my desk, but it was open.
Here it is, Janie.
Oh, nice. And I was like, I was
Janie.
asking my guys, did you get this? Did you guys? And they didn't know where it was. And then one of my former employees, who knew I like Jaws, he came in. He's the one who got me the hooper, and he said, "Yeah." He said, "I got you that car too." I said, "Oh, you got me the blazer?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "I'm sorry it was open. His son opened it thinking it was for him." He said he scolded him. I said, "No, it's fine." Because
That's cool.
Eddie. And then the one I sent you, I just happened to be looking for Hot Wheels for my grandson, and it just like jumped out at me. Same thing with the with this one, the little car.
Yes.
You just got lucky. I guess they just unpacked them that day because I've looked. I've hit every Hy-Vee and Target or Hy-Vee, Walmart and Target in town. I haven't yet to find any more. So.
I did get this though from my bestie friend over in Memphis. They were at Universal over the summer, and of course he sent me pictures of Bruce and all that. But this is the wax thing that they make.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
That's pretty cool.
I know. He's been holding on to it since the summer. So I got this is the only Jaws thing I got for Christmas.
Aw.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool. So he thought of me. That was very sweet. So thank you, Billy and Alicia.
I'm not the collector that a lot of people are. Honestly, Jaws and like some Star Wars. Outside, I don't collect anything. I never have. I was never a collector of things, and so I tend to be on the sentimental side. For me, it's like the experience that I had when I got that. Like I have some things Jaws related that I got from the island. It was cool because of the experience I had. Well, the coolest thing I got this year, my wife made me. So I opened up this game, and it was the game Guess Who. You guys ever see that?
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah.
It's kids game. You flip it up, and it has question marks on the back, and you have cards with different players, and you have to get. Does this person have orange hair? Does this person have a mustache? He bought a Guess Who kids game, and she found some type of template and made her own version. It's a Jaws Guess Who.
Oh.
So on the back of the cards is Bruce, on the flip up stands, and then the side that faces you, it's all the characters from the Jaws movie. It was the coolest damn thing in the world. I should have had half a brain and brought it in and showed it here to you guys. But really cool. I mean, the fact she took the time to do that, I was, just thought that was really neat. Yeah,
that's a cool gift, man.
Yeah.
My friend JR took a picture of the poster, and he printed this on a 3D printer.
Oh, no kidding!
Nice.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm digging that. Yeah, I'm digging that. Very nice. All right, we got a couple things on here. I collect soundtracks and posters. That's a good direction to go down. Yeah,
I got plenty of both.
That's one thing I would like to do is to actually go and go to the theater and watch an orchestra play the soundtrack against the movie.
That would be cool. I agree.
I would like to do that.
They do that here in Kansas City occasionally. The last one they did was Harry Potter. I didn't go to it. But I was watching on YouTube the other day, John Williams conducting Jaws, and it's just so cool to see him. And I wish I knew what all these different, because the movie Maestro's out with Bradley Cooper, and he does all this and points, and it's like I have no idea what he's doing. But to watch John John Williams, and he raises the baton, and the guy with, I think it's the bassoon that does the
It's a bassoon.
the audience just erupts, and it's just so cool. And dun, dun, with the violin strings, dun, 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 it's just amazing the sounds that man hears in his head when you actually see it played, and you think, God, took 80 people to play this piece of music.
I think don't they that when they have the baton, they have to point to the different sections
That's going to
be playing up, so they know that you're coming up. That's the cellos, it's the violins, and then you put it all together. And I don't know. I'm guessing. I don't know.
I know a little bit, very little. I mean, I have a musical background, or at least I did, but I was a bass player in a rock band, so I stood in the back corner under the lights. I just sat back there and banged 3 chords out. That was the extent of my musical talent.
You and Sting, yes.
Pretty much. Oh man, I did try to get tickets in Philadelphia when my son was really little. The Star Wars movies were coming back out. If you remember, they were playing the Star Wars movies to a live band or whatever. I tried to get tickets for that, take my son to Philadelphia, and it was like they would go live and they were gone in 8 minutes or something. It was ridiculous. Never got a chance. Yeah.
I think it's a different effect because once you're sitting there and hearing those notes and then watching it, you kind of get that, oh, so this is what it was like when they recorded it. And it's a little bit different when you hear it. So
I wonder if there's a Vineyard Symphony Orchestra that could accompany Jaws at Jaws 50.
That would be cool.
Oh my God.
Performing Arts Center there at the high school, get 900 people in there.
Yeah. If it wasn't done already, I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, that would be
on Vincent Beach.
I just think sitting there and hearing that live as opposed to broadcasting through speakers, I mean, it would make the hair stand up in your arm. I mean, honestly, seriously, I mean, being in the throes of that and not getting just the sound, but the actual feeling that you get, the percussions that you get from feeling those instruments weeding through, it's amazing.
Yeah, because John and I, we went to see John Cicada, I think it was, or Cicada. He sang background for Gloria Estefan. Anyway, the Florida Orchestra was playing, and it was on the beach in Tampa. I think it was like near Indian Rocks or something like that, Mike.
Oh, Indian Rocks Beach, yes.
Yeah, Indian Rocks Beach, and it was the Florida Symphony. And sure enough, right at the beach, they do Donna, and I mean, it just erupted. It's like he says, it just they go nuts. They go nuts. Everybody, like, don't go in the water. You hear people screaming about it, but it's so much fun.
Blast for the Past, 46 years ago, Matt and I found a dead body on Indian Rocks Beach.
Really?
Oh my God, that doesn't surprise me, but still.
Laying behind a dune. We called the police, yeah.
No kidding.
Oh,
yikes.
Things you don't know about Michael.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't say we planted it, or we.
Well, I didn't say that either, but still.
Dead body. We found the dead body.
Oh gosh, that's sad.
Yeah, I think Donna's chiming in there. Cape Cod Symphony came over and they did us to the movie.
Oh, nice. We'll bring them over.
Very cool.
Bring them over.
Very cool.
That would be so cool.
Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'd love
for that.
Well, let's get into. I thought we'd recap a little bit of, like some of the highlights, at least to me, that I thought were really cool from some of the pages, and then kind of dive into some other big things that I think really stood out for everyone for Jaws this past year. So I thought we'd take a look at the daily Jaws page, first. And I don't know about you guys, but some of the things that always stand out with me with Ross is the constant topics and interviews that he has. And I just thought some of the ones he did, like for the 45th anniversary for Jaws 2, he went back and interviewed everyone. I thought those were just amazingly done. I mean, I sat and watched all of those. And these are some of the newer content, things that I had no idea, like on the right there, the fact that that Steven Spielberg was like the second unit for like Scarface. I mean, I had no idea that any
Oh,
of this
yeah.
stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, there's a picture of him, and he's wearing like a blast shield. It was during the, say hello to my little friend, little
Little
scene,
friend.
where he shows everything up, and Spielberg's standing there with a blast shield on, up, so he doesn't get hit by anything. And I mean, I no clue. I just think the amount of time and effort that he puts into this stuff is just very impressive. And over on the left, the article that I read about the fact that Jamie Lee Curtis and Dansbury, is that her name?
And Dewsbury. And
And
Dewsbury.
Dewsbury, like like fought it out for the part in the Halloween movie. I mean, just cool stuff you don't hear about. And to me, that's what's so cool about it. It's not the general knowledge that we've all seen and we all read everywhere. It's, when you come across these things, it's obvious. The time and effort he puts into it is pretty impressive. And his calendar. I got my calendar last week.
Calendar's awesome.
Isn't that awesome?
Oh my gosh, I love that.
That stuff is the one with the Pippet, and he's like, "You're gonna need a dumber dog."
Dumber dog. Yeah.
And then the one I wanted to take, I took the picture of, but it came out sideways. It's like the takeoff on Glenn Ross, but it's Quint at the chalkboard. He wrote ABC, but instead of always be closing, he wrote always be chumming.
Oh yeah. And did you see the one down at the pond with the girl she was painting, and she's painting a picture, and Bruce is up on the beach. She's like sitting on the rocks.
Very clever, and I got mine. I think a couple weeks ago, but yeah, the one with the Pippin though was the best one. Though you could have needed a dumber dog. Yeah, yeah, really good. And I want to point out that every week when you do the Daily Jaws, when we do that, you bring up the articles. I've had about 70 articles published there this year, and you never highlight any of mine.
Oh my!
Called out live.
Mike. And you've done more than that. I mean,
there's a lot of Mike's crap, and then this good stuff here. So that's okay.
Oh, straight one.
And also, 45th anniversary. Speaking of, it's on YouTube. I think we've had like 10,000 listeners already. Ross and I did an audio commentary for Jaws 2.
To the movie, yeah. I sat and played it on the laptop, and then had the movie up on the screen. Yeah, because you literally just sit and just follow along with the time. Yeah. So, absolutely. Sorry, Mike. Didn't mean to leave you out there on purpose.
Yeah, it's a gig.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Now I'm worried because you told me this story about the dead body behind the dude. You know what I mean? Maybe someone's got to watch my back on the 50th, Mike. I don't know.
It's time to go. Bye, y'all.
Yeah. Oh no, Nate, you made me chum food.
No, Jen. Nate said he was leaving the island this morning.
No, I haven't heard from him. He's got the HGTV, baby. He just went somewhere. I don't know.
It's a big island.
Yeah, right.
It'll be like Hangover 2. I'll say, I'm afraid the vineyard has him now.
It'll be more like Weekend at Bernie's. Just somebody gonna be dancing like dead body around the party.
Weekend at Amity.
Yeah.
Weekend at Donna's.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hilarious. And then Amity Jaws Group, on top of the fact that, I mean, like everyone's numbers just keep on rising, and they hit some huge numbers this year. I mean, I don't know where they stopped. I want to say somewhere around 40,000. Is that where they're at?
What?
Is that high?
I think they had 20. I want to say 28. I know they had 25.
Okay, I know they had 24,000. That was the last post I pulled up here, but I don't know. I was trying to think of where their numbers were. I couldn't remember, but it just blows my mind. And I feel like all the numbers across the board for a lot of these pages have really made a huge jump this past year.
Oh yeah,
huge resurgence. Yeah,
we certainly did. Yeah,
big time. I mean, we hit what 10,000 a while ago.
Right under 10,000.
Right under 10,000 within what, a year? I mean, what? It's been
Yeah.
just over a year, maybe. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And Martin and Robin and those guys really often put a lot of fun into things. They had to people had to sign up and do a skit from like Jaws 2 and send it in, and I know they did a little retelling, where they were throwing the parts out, and apparently they were drinking while they were doing it. They didn't televise that. I would have loved to have seen that. That would have been pretty fun.
I want you to
That would
look
have
at
been.
look what Keith just sent.
What did he send here?
Yep, there it is.
Mike, we're almost at 10 grand for Jaws 50. Yeah, yeah. I knew it was around there.
Yeah.
Wow. There it
Does
is.
Martin run? Yes,
Yes, he
Martin
does.
does run that. Yeah,
Yes, Martin.
Yes,
yeah.
Yeah.
indeed.
Yep.
Although I got to say, I wasn't going to do this, but I was going to do this only when Martin was here. Martin's not here, but what has impressed me more often than not? Every time I get on the Amity Jaws page, it's not all the different things they do and the contests. I got to say, if you follow the page close, it's all the job opportunities that they gets loaded up. You guys notice that?
No.
Oh my gosh! Every time you get on there is somebody spamming for like free jobs for like packing envelopes and like looking for staff, and we need packers and envelope staffers every time I get on there. And I was going to hit
I'm
it.
available, dude. I'm looking for a new job.
We used to our page used to get them, and it was like candy packaging usually. Pack candy in your home, and it's that. Yeah, I
I'm
think
sure it's the same
Keith
people.
finally,
Yeah,
finally
it's-
figured them out. But yeah,
Well, anymore, we just get the ones that sell the same T-shirts. Hey, I got this shirt. No one's appreciation. Come check it out on my website. But yeah.
and they got like a bad celebrity head superimposed over the top, but it's always the same arm with the blue shirt holding it up.
Yeah.
It's the same blue arm, but a different head every time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's a lot of also.
Hey.
Oh, look at that good looking. Look at that good looking
Coolest
kid.
news to end the year. Mike with his new grandkid on Christmas Day. Mike, congratulations, buddy.
Thank
Very
you.
cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, very cool.
Thank you.
Now, was he expected on Christmas Day or
He was.
ballpark? Or
He was. That was the due date, but the other two had been late. So, like I said, we didn't. We weren't sure. We had our Christmas with him Saturday, and then Monday morning, I heard a voice. Apparently, at 12:30 Monday morning after midnight, my son did a group text, and everybody got it but me. And so Monday morning, they were going to the hospital, and then Monday morning, I heard a voice say, "Hayes is here." His name is Hayes, because the other ones are Hudson and Harper. I pushed for Hooper, and I pushed for Han Solo, and neither were approved by by my daughter-in-law. Though there was some interest in Hooper, and I'm like, I'm still sleeping, and I'm thinking, what? And I'm thinking, oh my, did God just tell me the baby's here? And then like a minute later, Juanita goes, "Baby's here." I said, "Oh, I thought God told me that." She goes, "Yeah, they've been texting all morning." I said, "I didn't get any of the texts." But yes, went and saw him. Very healthy. He's home. Everybody's home.
Yay.
That's good. That's good. Very nice.
Well, welcome to the family, Hayes.
Right.
That's right.
That's right. And he has that I got at Scarefest.
I was gonna say we
For
got
him,
t-shirts.
Little.
Have Jaws onesie yet? Oh, nice. That's cool.
And then Jay Shin down in Texas, his grandson is 3 weeks old, Cal, and he posted a onesie of the Jaws logo, and it says "I bite" above it. So
Nice.
I need to find that as well. So
as soon we got those t-shirts at Scarefest, and Abigail, my niece, gave it to we got one for my little one, Kiara. Kiara is going to be wearing hers, but with a red tutu. So as soon as I get a picture of it, we're going to add it to the baby files. The Jaws Amity baby file. So,
we're gonna be like Pixar. We're gonna list all the babies that are
All the
They're
babies.
born in the
Exactly.
Jaws world.
The new generation. There it is. So, yep, she got hers too. And my niece was more excited of what the baby got than what she got. And I said, "You got a signed signature from Susan. Seriously? You got a picture from Susan?
That's even better.
That's
Yeah,
even
right.
better."
And first storybook.
I
I was going to
want
say, you got a book to read to him, right?
We're set.
First Matchbox car, the whole deal.
Yeah.
that. Oh. Yeah, we
Yeah,
did
very
that baby
cool.
shark thingy for I sent her some little cocoa melon thingies and they're all dressed in the baby shark outfits.
Baby shark.
Shark, I know. My niece hates me now, but still I don't care. She got jaw stuff, I don't care. Train her
Anyway,
right.
you can squeeze it in. That's exactly right. All right, let's hit some big events that happened this year. I think we'll start off with one. I want to say it definitely got to start before the year rolled in, but I want to say it ended in the new year, and that happens to be as Donna lovingly referred to it to me when I talked to her today. Junkyard Bruce
Junkyard Bruce.
made his way into the museum, the movie museum. Yeah,
Look at
yeah,
that picture of Greg. I love that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Rescued from the junkyard. There's Greg on the right. Setting the teeth and the jaws in place there. Get ready for the head. Yeah,
That
pretty
is
cool.
that is so cool that nowadays they don't throw out anything on a movie set, but to
Yeah.
imagine that Universal just let this thing sit up in a tree for 40 years,
Yeah.
which I visited. I went and took a picture of the shark in the tree,
Yeah.
out in the elements. And I mean, the job that Greg did to restore it, when you realize it's been sitting out in the sun for 40 years and the rain and sleet and whatever else hits LA, that's just beautiful.
Well, he had that thing. I saw a picture of it. It was stripped down to the basic fiberglass shell, and I have a little bit of background with fiberglass because we worked for Chevrolet, and we restored one or two old Corvettes. That fiberglass, when it gets old, it dries out. And I remember we restored a 54 Corvette, and then one of the first things the body men did is when they got that in and they pulled the body off, stripped it down. One of the first things they did was just mix resin, just put coats of resin and just suck all the resin up. Because that's why they crack out, because they literally just dry out, kind of like a piece of wood. The moisture dries out of it, then it starts to split. So similar thing with fiberglass. So I mean, I could only imagine how frail and delicate that thing was when he got
Wow.
back into the basics after being out in the elements all those years. So yeah, amazing stuff. Yeah, yeah. Neither than a junkyard Bruce.
As Mickey says in Rocky 3 at the statue, truly a thing of beauty.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Truly a thing of beauty. Like that.
Well, all right. Let's see what we got next. This was pretty cool. It was fairly recent, but it was. I thought I had a great night when we had Ira on. Not just being an author, bringing things back into relevancy like Jaws, but connecting with kids. I just was really impressed with it, with what he did. The whole Shark Summer book coming into play. He's got three of them. The new one's the Indiana Jones book that's not out yet, and the first one was based off of The Shining.
Shining.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. A really cool guy. I mean, talk to him. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get back in touch with him here after the holidays. He's gonna sit in and do a 30-minute free comic drawing lesson with my kids at school. Yeah,
Oh, cool.
yeah.
Good.
Just because we invite him on the show and stuff, and yeah. I thought that was really kind of cool and bring some relevancy back to not necessarily to us, but to the younger generation. Making
Yep.
that connection. And that's what you need. You got to kind of replenish the fountain a bit from time to time if it's going to keep his legacy. So yeah, very cool stuff there. All right, what else we got here? Let's hit the next one. What else we got? Dark Fest. I thought that was a pretty cool
Yeah.
thing. That was what, June, July?
July.
At that point. Yeah.
Shark Con 9. Yes.
Yeah.
And don't forget this July, the weekend of the 14th,
14?
SharkCon 10
Yeah.
with people from every movie. Richard will be there. I'm not sure yet who's going to be there from Jaws 2 or 3.
Mentioned
Lance
3, I
Guest
think.
and Muriel Van Peebles will be there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be there. Come buy a book. Yes.
Well, like I said, Jen and I, seriously, we're talking about coming down there. So when you're starting to plan things out, just say, hey, just a heads up. Just give me give me an idea. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try and attend. Yeah, that'd be fun. Just go hang out, really, see what it's all about. Rub elbows with you guys. Hopefully, not end up dead behind the dunes somewhere in Florida.
I mean, you are. It's the area. It's
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! All right, let's see what
If
else we
if he offers you candy, run. That's all I'm going to say. Okay.
got. I got to say, probably, I think one of the biggest things that really caused some ripples and some waves for a lot of different reasons in the last year was probably the shark is broken. And it's been around for more than a year. I mean, it started off with Edinburgh, I want to say.
Yeah.
You
Went
know,
to London, went to Toronto, went to New York.
yeah.
I just hope it
And
continues to tour.
yeah, I've heard some rumblings, some possibilities of, I don't know, I thought someone mentioned about heading towards Boston, or someone mentioned about possibly heading out towards the West Coast. I'd love to see it continue. I really would.
I'd just like to
Again,
see it.
yeah, yeah. It, I mean, we hit it on a whim. I mean, tickets went up for sale, and I jumped on a date, and they were disappearing. I mean, luckily, New York City for me is not a horrible drive. It was, I don't know, 3.5 hours, something like that.
About like from Baltimore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It wasn't a horrible drive for me. I'm not a big city person, to be perfectly honest with you, but it's a nice little family weekend, and definitely enjoyed the show. And yeah, it was a good experience. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, if you ever get a chance, check it out. And again, it's taking something rather than, not that I have a problem. The movie's been around for almost 50 years, but taking something and going in a new direction and just breathes life
Yeah.
in the thing. Really does,
Yeah.
pushes it out there for more people. I mean, we had people that I ran into that were like, not big Jaws fans, but just thought it was a good show. And so that I thought spoke a lot because it went beyond just the Jaws crowd of people. So. Yeah. We got 60-minute flight from Toronto. Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
60 an hour flight to New York. That's not bad.
No, no, it's not bad at all.
No, not at all.
No. All right. So, what else we got here? So, I'm not at all trying to toot my own horn here whatsoever, but I was lucky enough to kind of come on board this year.
And resurrect. Let's talk Jaws live.
Oh, resurrect. I mean, you kept it going.
The one man show wasn't working. Trust me. I enjoyed doing it, but I didn't have this. I didn't have this interaction. I didn't have people to talk to. I couldn't post comments. Yeah, I'm sure the people that stuck around, like Victor and Donna and Jamie and Robert McGinn and all those that stayed on between when Jay left and Nate joined. I thank you so much because it's a fun show. I enjoy doing it, and I hope you guys enjoy watching it. So it's always nice to have a full house.
It's in good hands. It's in good hands.
I had a little taste of what you did, and you did that for, it was at least a year, wasn't it? You did it solo.
Wow.
At least a year, and I didn't realize how hard it is when it's just you and there's no one else to interact with until right before Christmas. I got on just to finish that show. It was when Judy came on, and I had just a little bit of content. I was like, what, just for fun, I'll throw it on there. It's a holiday. And all I did was talk about, like, some neat little things you can buy and some relevant things pertaining to the holiday connections. And I found myself like 15 minutes in going, oh, wow. so this is what it was like when it's just you. You know? There's nobody to talk to, there's no one to interact with, you know? And I was like, oh my gosh, if I'd have known that, I'd have jumped in on that earlier. But yeah, I am really good. It has worked out. And, you know, I expressed to you guys last time that we got on, you know, my whole reason and antithesis behind doing this is just my love for the show and how much it's meant to me, you know, over the last 3-4 years now, you know, and that's what makes me want to just hop in there because I'm not an AV guy. I'm definitely not a fact specialist, but you know, sometimes just sharing a little bit of the fun goes a long way. So yeah, very cool.
It's a
That's a
good balance.
great shot of me checking my phone for comments there on the list.
So you can't see it, but because of where I have us right now, but I put that on there because that was the last episode you did solo. It was like April 18th or April 20th. Yeah.
Oh, the 18th was my birthday.
Is that what it was? Yeah.
April 18th, that's my birthday.
Ah, nice. So that was the last show you did. And then we had talked, the first show that you and I actually did was not the Josh show. We did the Back in the Day show first.
Yeah.
And so I pulled up. So Jen and I, my wife and I did a little test. And I didn't realize I went live. It was online. It was just, she was downstairs and I was upstairs going, all right, does it work? Yeah. Can you hear me? Oh, okay. That was it. The first show that you and I did for Jaws was May the 18th. And the guest star was Martha's Vineyard. We did a whole show just on, you know, people and places of Martha's Vineyard. And it was a great show, except when I went back and watched it, I realized that we had a what did we have? I cooked like steak on the grill, and we had a salad with spinach, and I had a piece of spinach right here in this tooth for like tires. I smiled like I had dice in my mouth. You know what I mean? Like they rotted a tooth out or so. I was like, "You gotta be kidding me! It's the first show." Oh my God! What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That's why it's live.
Oh,
So
the must event of Thursday.
Yep. Been for me for a long. I told Janie last week. I mean, honestly, that was my life. It was every Thursday during COVID. I would literally stop working on schoolwork because this show would come on. You and Janie would come on, you know, or Jay or whatever, and it was just. I mean, I could escape for like an hour and a half. I just loved it. Yeah, absolutely. I still go back and watch it. You know,
Keith and I did a couple of shows together.
Yeah,
you guys all did. Janie, you stood in a couple times and did the solo shows and jumped in as well. And yeah. And in fact, Keith and I were on. I was on twice. I think as kind of like a impromptu guest, and Keith was on the one night. The three of us were on, and yeah, and
we're gonna do a movie show. You, me, and Nate, and Matt and Jamie. I think we talked about doing a movie show, and then everything just crashed on us.
Yeah. Hey, here's an idea. Let's start Jaws live from Eggertown in 2025. I want to make that happen.
I'm down for that.
That'd be awesome.
It's
going to be. It'll be a weekend. It'll be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you got to get there the day before anyway. So
yeah, I'm
get
all
there
right with that.
days before, set up at the wharf or Sharky's or. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a good one. I like that.
Let's get some corporate sponsorship. Yes.
Yeah.
Narragansett Beer presents Let's Talk Jaws Live.
Okay.
You need to talk to Brooke at Narragansett and get this going.
Yeah.
We just need $30,000 for our budget. That's all we need.
30,000 bucks. Yeah. It'll make up for my 20.
Yes.
Yeah. My $20 Amazon flag and some cheese sticks and a beer. Yeah, that'll be good.
We got it. That's it. And don't forget the marinara sauce. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't
Don't
skim.
forget the color TV. We got here. Nate, finishing your teeth. Want to see something permanent? Boom, boom,
Boom, boom, boom, boom, boom.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, Sharky's in Edgartown is gone. The big one's gone.
What?
The only one. Yeah,
Yeah,
it shut down
you
last
know
year.
that. The only one that's
Yeah.
left is in Oaks Bluff.
Yeah, the guy that I want to say the person who owns it decided he's going to go a different direction with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only one that's left will be the one in Circuit Avenue, which is
Circuit
considerably
Avenue.
smaller. Yeah.
Well, we can do it from. Is it Nancy's? Is it Nancy's and?
Nancy's is right in Oak Bluffs on the harbor. We could do
Yeah.
Nancy's.
We'll do it. We'll do it from Nancy's, and they have good onion rings.
Nancy's on the
So
We
balcony.
could do Nancy's.
So we'll do it
could
from
do
cheese sticks and onion rings. Yes.
Yeah, we could do there.
French fries
The
would be.
Shanty,
Oh yeah.
the Outlook. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but
Backdoor
food
donut.
pretty much everywhere.
Uh,
Oh man.
The
Yeah.
wharf is gone. What do you mean the wharf is gone?
No, the wharf is not going. Who said that? Wharf is not going.
Yeah.
No, Jeff retired. I think he still has
Jeff
something
is
next to
not.
the wharf.
Jeff
Wharf is
is
not going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he retired from what I
We'll do a
understand.
special 2 a.m. episode at Backdoor Donuts.
Waiting in line.
And in that
my
point,
favorite?
Jane will not be on TV because she will be in line with Juanita.
I will be leaving Offshore Ale and going right to Backdoor Donuts. Yes. Yep. Tell me you guys have had the apple fritters at Backdoor Donuts.
I didn't know. Because
Oh,
they
come on. Oh,
No.
they're like the size of your face, and they're so hot you can barely hold them. I'm telling you.
And Donna usually sends me. She goes, "Okay, they're mailing them out. Here's the start date," and she sends it to me and Juanita all the time. They're mailing them out.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to get one.
Yeah.
I got some ordered. Who says that? Why can't we go?
Victor.
I'm sure we could go to the wharf.
We can go to the wharf.
We can go to the wharf.
Yeah,
plan ahead.
Go to the wharf. Yeah.
Anybody can go to the wharf. We were just joking about where we'd have our show. Though we did in 2006, Matt had his CD release party at the wharf.
Oh.
So
I've seen pictures of him playing there. Yeah.
Yeah, so we could do something at the wharf. As long as there's not a shark fishing tournament in town.
Yeah,
Or a Red Sox game.
True.
Or a Red Sox game. He was in the middle of his set and they turned on the Red Sox game. We got
If we turn on the Red Sox
loud
game,
for a few minutes and they turned it
Victor's
off.
on.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, wait. What's it say? That's what I'm suggesting. Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of different options we could do there. I mean, really, so many places. I guess it would come down to number one, who's going to be okay with us coming in there. Number two, are you going to be able to hear it being broadcasted? You know, because some of those places get pretty hopping.
Really loud.
Especially if it's a place where things are open to outside, because then you got the sound of the water and the cars. I mean, the Outlook is a great place right there in Oak Bluffs, but everything's rolled up. That would be like the other place I really love is like Coupe de Ville, right on the harbor there, Oak Bluffs. I love going down to Coupe de Ville and talking to them guys too. But there again, I mean, you're outside. I can only imagine it would be like you'd almost have to go into. We'd have to like dub in like what we were saying the whole time. It would look like an old spaghetti western from like Italy in like 1966. It would be off by about 3 seconds,
Live from Donna's basement. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Live from her backyard.
Yeah. The wharf is at the one owned by Voorhees. I think he was a manager. I don't think he owned it.
Yeah, he's a manager.
He's just manager,
Yeah. What we got here? Reading of the Jaws script on the beach will be a bucket list for me. Yeah. I had 2 cool experiences on the Jaws beach, and that was the first time we went for a week. I had a copy of Jaws Tales from Martha's Vineyard, and I was reading that on the beach. And the second time, actually, you guys did a show when I was there, Mike, because I sent the picture in, and Jay pulled up on the show. It was Father's Day, and I got your book for Father's Day, and I was sitting at Inkwell Beach reading your book, and my wife was amazed. Number one, I was reading because you have ADHD, you don't sit and read books a lot. And number two, I was sitting on the beach. I don't sit on the beach, Mike. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, good memories for me there.
Well, that was almost
Yeah,
like a religious experience.
that, pretty much. Yeah,
There you go.
absolutely. Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah. Two things I don't do much of, but yeah, yeah. That's what it is about that place. I know, it just kind of calms you down, and yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
can't say enough about it. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I also, as much as we, you know, don't want to talk about things, we lost some pretty important people to us, in the Jaws
Yeah.
community this year. Quite important, and some of these people I was very familiar with, and some of these you've seen pictures of, you've heard names before, but unfortunately, a lot of times you don't hear what happens beyond the major actors and stuff. So, yeah, somebody want to take the lead on some of these guys here?
I guess I will. We got here. We got in the left corner there. It's Roger Castell.
Move us out of the way.
Roger is the artist who created the infamous Jaws poster. Also, the Empire Strikes Back poster there.
Mm-hmm.
Super nice guy. Met him several times. Actually, my last piece this year for the Daily Jaws will cover all the people that we lost this year. Also, it's a little more in depth.
Mm-hmm.
And it was odd because Susan Backliney had told a few people at Scarefest that Roger had passed, and I hadn't heard that, and nobody I'd talked to had heard that. So I actually called him. I left a message. I never heard back, and then like 2 weeks later announced that he had passed. So he may have passed, and they just didn't release it until later. But super nice guy. Like I said, one of the most iconic images ever. That was in if you read a newspaper in the mid to late 70s, anything taxes, the government, Richard Nixon, anything had that. The shark was the bad guy, and the good people were depicted as the woman. So live on forever, and is amazing piece of pop culture.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, very much. Yep. Yep. Recognizable by every culture you can imagine. Yeah. I mean, that picture alone, even if you don't know what the movie is, or if you don't know the movie very well, you know what that's too. And it's done and redone countless times with everything, like you said, everything from things pertaining to government or law to, I mean, I've got a crossover. I love crossover stuff when you get to, you ever see the Jawas one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's C-3PO swimming, and it's all the Jawas forming the head of Bruce, and it's just Jawas, and you got Paws with the cat, and you got
The cat. Yeah.
yeah. Do you ever see Gums, the old shark with no teeth, because the movie's almost 50 years old, and
Mad Magazine did a lot with it too.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
Got a question
Totally
here.
iconic.
Are people still jumping off the Jaws bridge? Yes, they are.
They are. Yeah.
They are. Yeah, despite the tragedy they had, what was that, 2 years ago, with the two young gentlemen. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Yeah, three of them jumped off at night, and the one never surfaced. And yeah, I guess the other one tried to find him, and yeah, just didn't work, didn't happen. But yeah, people do jump off. I got to say, I jumped off there every time. I got my wife to jump off with me, and the last time, matter of fact, it was the gift for my father-in-law who just turned 80. I got him to jump off with me 2 years ago.
Oh wow!
He's an active, outgoing guy. He still rides, still runs, still swims. And I showed him the bridge, and I said, "You want to jump?" And he went, "Yeah." And we jumped off, and Jen took a shot of us in the air. And a shot of that, and then a shot of Martha's Vineyard. She put it in a frame, and we gave that to him.
Aw.
Yeah, yeah, for his 80th birthday. So that was really cool. That meant a lot. Yeah, yep. Can't get my son to jump off, but I got everyone else to jump off. Could not get it. Man, I'll tell you. The last time he was there, he brought one of his friends, and I'm like, okay, I couldn't get my son to jump off the first time. His buddy's here, and you know how it is. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but when you got two guys, especially young guys, there's three brain cells between the two of them.
Yeah.
And it's one of you are going to outdo the other, and they both wouldn't jump. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, come on, guys, what do you do? Yeah.
Seriously? Like they didn't have the gumption to do it?
Would not jump. Nope. I mean, I was taking them on. I was giving him a hard time, and I tend to be a bit of a wise ass, and I was even going, come on, boys, if you want, you get on either side, and I'll hold your hands, and we'll get over the red. I could not make those guys into jumping. I tried so hard. I really did. Oh, my God. Yeah.
Will you do it for a cookie? Okay.
Listen, I offered to put floaties on their arms. I mean, you name it. I was throwing it at them.
Did you offer money, though? But did you offer money? Like hardcore?
You know what? I wasn't smart enough. If I had done that, it probably would.
See, you need Aunt Janie there to teach you these things, okay?
Take a $100 bill and throw it over the bridge. I'll go for it.
Yeah, right. So that's it. I'm not jumping. I don't want to be shark food. Like so many people are jumping that water. I can't imagine. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I'm sure. I mean, I don't. Sharks have got to go through there all the time. I know when I get up early mornings and go for a run or a bike ride. I'll usually go because we're usually in Oak Bluffs, so I go down to Eggertown. I always stop and look at the bridges because I'm also love fishing. And most mornings you get down there and there are schools of stripers and whatever else hanging out under those bridges. And that they're feeding on the smaller stuff. So there's got to be something that comes in to feed on them as well.
Feed off of them.
Yeah. Although I got to say, the first time I jumped, as soon as my head came above water, I wasn't too worried about it. My head popped up and I looked up at the bridge and you think about the scene where Brody is looking through it and all you hear is, and you're like, get my butt to that rock, man.
And all of a sudden, Nate is running on water.
Oh yeah. Yep. You better believe it. I got over there quick. And, the saying is, you don't have to be faster than the bear. You just can't be the slowest person. So I just made sure there was someone behind me when I got to the rock.
Don't have to swim fast. She's got to swim faster than me. That's right.
That's exactly right.
All of a sudden, Jen's left behind. What?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I dare anyone to yell rap. Now that I won't do. That I won't do. But I'll jump the bridge. No. I still have a bad fear of that. Unfortunately, that has wrecked me. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get that back.
Oh,
yep. I would. Well, I'm up early. I'm often up. I mean, no joke. 4:30, 5 o'clock is when I'm up every day of my entire life. And when we're there, I always get up and disappear. Go for a run. Go for whatever. Early in the morning, I would often find myself walking down past Ocean Park there in Oak Bluffs, and walking up through it. Every once in a while, you'd see like a seal come in or something like that, and there always would be someone, usually older, like an elderly woman or something, that would go out the jetty and swim to the next jetty and back. And like every 20 seconds, man, my eyes would just look over there to see if they're still there. Just because, honest to God, I mean, I'm not trying to sound trivial or dumb about it, but yeah, my eyes just kept going over there going, oh man, it's just one of those, it's first thing in the morning, it's first light, no one's in the water. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, it's just not good, Yeah.
Morning and evening are the worst times to do that because that's when they're
Well, if you know anything about fishing, it's the best time to be out. First day late.
Correct. So I can understand you're like, no, we don't want to do that. Is she okay? She okay? I would do the same thing. I really would have. Yeah.
Keep
you just never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. But at any rate, yeah. And we have Bill
Who's the
Butler.
gentleman with the jacket on? I can't really see very well who that is, but looks like he's holding a cupcake with a candle.
Where
Oh, the bottom left there.
Yeah.
That's Tom Joyner.
Okay.
Yeah, Tom Joyner. Yeah.
Tom Joyner was assistant director on Jaws and production designer on Jaws 2. Did a lot of stuff at Universal. A lot of their movies, Slapshot and Bingo Long.
Okay.
He was a fun interview for the book. He loved being outdoors, and I'd set up a time to talk to him on the phone. And I'd call him, and his wife would have to go out. And you could hear him just yelling for him because he was out in the woods doing something. So, yeah, very nice, very very nice man. Everybody, I've with the exception of Bill Butler, everybody we're going to talk about tonight, I've known, and a few of them like Mark and Dorothy Tristan and Edith. I consider very good friends. So, yeah, have yet to meet except for Roy Arbogast, I've yet to meet a non-friendly Jaws person.
I agree with that.
And Roy Arbogast is only mad at me because somebody I quoted in the book complained that they put the shark rusted in salt water. And he took it as a slam against Bob Matty. So
really?
He wouldn't talk to me. He refused it. For the first book, he wouldn't talk to me. Then the second book, he thought about it. And I had some pictures that I made for him that he wanted prints of from on the set and stuff, but he never talked to me. So your loss, Roy.
Yeah.
He's still a very nice man. I've met him several times. Very nice. Just didn't want to. He was afraid that somebody had made fun of, had mocked Bob Matty's work. So,
it stands that if they would have given him the time to tank test that shark compared to the time it took to get the shark to work, that it would have worked perfectly fine. But it was such a rush job. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It was. But then again, if they would have done that, we would have had a completely different movie.
Yeah. Not nearly as suspenseful. I agree.
Would have never seen the barrels.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got here. Mark Gilpin in Jaws 2 dying was tough because he died from the same brain cancer that killed my brother. I don't know who that is. That's a shame. And
for some reason, I'm only seeing Donna's comments on my phone. I don't know why. So I don't know who that is.
It's Victor.
Vic?
Is it Victor?
Yeah. Hey, Vic. Yeah. Vic. Yeah.
And Vic, I'm sure, if you've known anyone that has had brain cancer, they nickname it the great white shark just because of the propensity of it. Last person that I knew was actually a guy that I worked with, and her husband was our secretary for years. He was a big cyclist, and I have a painting he had of a bike, still hangs up in my garage to this day. And that's what they call it because, they would go in and operate and, it was looking good. 6 months down the road, it would just come back again. And yeah.
Aggressive, very aggressive.
Yeah. And he had, I believe, one interview I saw, he had 2 brain tumors. It wasn't one, and the one was deep inside. I guess they were trying to do something with the other one, but the one that was embedded down in, there was just nothing they could do about it, unfortunately. So, very much a shame. Yeah.
See, there's that cancer connection, and Mike and I both know that I have that.
No.
In the Jaws community, So Victor, I completely understand that it's painful to have that connection, but we're here for you, buddy.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we got Bill Butler here, which was, he was the one largely responsible for a lot of the handheld shooting of the film, isn't that right?
Yeah, and he devised the box that kept everything at water level.
Water line.
Yeah. Did great work. I was surprised when you go back and look at all the, I did an article on Daily Jaws where Spielberg on the Blu-ray of Jaws the shark is still working. he's there on Oscar morning. And he's predicting 10 nominations. You're going to sweep 10 nominations. And they only got 4. And it did get nominated for cinematography, which I don't understand. But what because that was before the Steadicam. So all that stuff that he did was very, very deliberate. It took a lot of time to just sit that thing in the water and make sure everything, it wasn't like, an episode of NYPD Blue where everything was jumping around all the time. But yeah, he died at 101. His last job as DP, he was 94. He worked till he was 94.
Wow.
And he did several of the Rocky films. He did Grease. He did a good variety of different movies, but with they each have their own their own separate look. So
no. Just a comment. If bikes go on the same ferry ride that was used in Jaws with his cars, bikes can go on all the ferries.
Yeah.
You can take the main ferries over to the island. The Chappie Ferry, in fact, they have a bench for you to sit on, and I've taken bikes across there. And if you do any cycling on the island, when you're down at Venetia, there is a bike-specific ferry. It's an old pontoon boat that they just leveled off. And so if you're doing a tour of the island, you have to get across, which basically is the creek channel there. And for $4 or $5, they will take you across so you can finish your bike ride and head up the rest of the island there.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. And then of course Edith Blake. She was the other big one this year, unfortunately. And again, she was in her 90s as well.
97.
Yeah. And I was very lucky to get a book with her. That was signed by her the last time that we were there. Actually, Donna had called me and said, Edith's going to be down signing. She'd come for 2 hours or something in the morning, and she was supposed to come down to one morning, and I was going to stop down, and she didn't because she wasn't feeling really well. And Donna was gracious enough. She said, I talked to Edith. She said, we can go stop by the house. I couldn't bring myself to go and bother her, and particularly if she wasn't feeling too well. But I did manage to get a signed book by her, so that was really cool. Yeah, and then like you sent me a name plaque because you did the forward in that one. That was the newest.
Yeah, and they did an introduction and wrote another chapter. Yeah, and she did. She played tennis till she was 90.
Wow, that's what keeps you going.
John and I actually met her per chance, and I didn't realize who it was until after I started talking to her.
No kidding.
No kidding. We were actually walking where the where the tennis and yacht club is.
Mm-hmm.
And she was walking down the street. She had this beautiful collie dog. And my husband goes crazy. Oh my God, look at the dog. And starts running to, starts petting it. She started talking to us, and she's, do you like the island? Yeah, we love the island. It's great. It's first time here. And I said, I'm sorry, I'm Jane. This is John. And she goes, I'm Edith. And all of a sudden it just clicked. And I went, Edith Blake? She says, yeah, that's me. I wrote that book. It was serendipitous. It was really great. And then we met her again at the Jaws Fest in 2012. And we asked her, how's the puppy? And she says, oh, well, I got a new one now. She goes, I can't believe you remember that dog. And I said, yeah, we remember the dog. And then she said, but you didn't remember me? I'm like, no, we remember you. She was signing autographs at the park. So, but yeah, that was cool. Just off the whim, just off the street. Cool.
Well, I know we're kind of we're digging into our quarter way through our second hour. I did put a quick video together in remembrance of everyone that we talked about. 2-minute video. I only play that, and if you want, maybe talk about some hopefuls for 2024 as far as Jaws related. We'll wrap things up. Sound good to you guys?
I like it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let me bring the video in here for us. Just a couple little shots, and Edith. See who's next to her right there?
Oh.
Had to pull that clip. There's a great story he told behind that with his grandson. Yeah. So he was, I don't know, drinking a soda and smoking a pipe or something. His grandson drew that picture of him. Yeah, yeah, great story. Bill Butler. Yeah.
So handsome.
Talk about someone that was dignified with a beard. That was him. I'll tell you.
That was him.
There's
Yeah.
there's the camera box. Yeah. Yeah. He won the award there. Yeah. Tom Joyner. That's the shot I remember the most of him. Yeah.
That's one of Edith's pictures too.
That's a cool one. He's leaning in the ramp right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love the hat.
Yeah, I know, right?
Love that hat.
Probably him and the guy in the wetsuit were the only guys keeping warm that day. I can imagine.
Exactly. Yeah, he was. Very, very talented people involved, obviously.
You know
Good.
shot of Dorothy with Robert Shaw in Swashbuckler. Dorothy's the only actress to have been on screen with the big three. She was in Clute,
really?
Clute with Scheider, Down and Out in Beverly Hills with Richard, and then Swashbuckler with Robert Shaw. So
No kidding.
Mike's facts.
Mike's facts.
And her contributions to Jaws 2 are still, she made the shark female. She, which is really pointed out in the novel. If you want a really good idea of what John Hancock's vision would have been, read the novelization because that's based on her and Howard Sackler's screenplay.
And she was never credited with any of it either. Not a bit.
Which actors in Martha's Vineyard are still alive?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the people, I mean, just about everybody that was on the beach that's still around, I would assume, right?
Yeah. I think, a lot of the extras are still there. Jonathan Searle, the little boy with the fake fin, he's there. But a lot of the, those are the kids. A lot of the actors like Lee Fierro and Bob Carroll and Craig Kingsbury and Cyprian Dube and Bill McDonald and all of them, they've Dr. Nevin, they've all since passed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and some of their kids are still there and acknowledged at times. I know Craig Kingsbury's daughter and some of the other people.
Kirsten Henshaw. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, there's still quite a few people floating around that were extras, especially as the kids, running the beach.
Donna.
A lot of the Mellows,
yeah.
the Rebellos.
Mellows are there. Mikey Waters, I'm sure a bunch of his friends. Yeah. Yeah. And the gentleman that was in the Sailfish, the Sunboat, wouldn't tie the knot and all his now he's still around. He's in real estate or something like that. His dad had one of the greener spear guns. I think there was two used in the movie. His dad had
Renee Ben David. Yeah.
Yeah. He was a harbor master up there or something like that, I think. Yeah. That's what gave the idea for that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff there.
Yeah. Tom Dunlop. Yeah, he still lives there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's still at the Gazette, correct?
Yeah. I was just texting him today. Yeah.
Well, There you go.
Do you remember when Pat Neal called
I do indeed.
you?
For those of you who don't know Pat Neal, Pat Neal was Patricia Neal, the Academy Award-winning actress. You youngsters may know her as the mother in The Homecoming, which was the movie that spawned the Waltons. And she had a very distinct voice, like Elizabeth Ashley had. But one day, I got a phone call, and I've still got the voice message saved, and it was, "Hello, Michael. I'm trying to do her voice. I can't do it." She goes, "This is Patricia Neal." I was like, "What?" Because her and Donna were really good friends, and Donna had her call me. Yeah, that's
She was,
cool.
and she's actually a big figure here in Knoxville as well, because she's from this area.
I didn't know that.
Oh wow, no kidding.
She's from this area, and actually there is a great facility called the Patricia Neal's. It's a facility for like rehab and things like that with people who can't. I think it's, if I can remember anyway. It's in healthcare, and she started it, I believe.
Because
But that's here.
I think she had a stroke.
Yes.
I mean, and then she came back and she did blood, and she went to the
Right. So it's like
hospital, and
physical
she came back.
therapy
She had a stroke when she was younger. Yeah.
Right. But she is, so she is here. Yeah. So she's based, her family is from this area, from my understanding. So if you look at it's the Patricia Neal Rehab Center. That's it.
Because she was in, was October Sky filmed there?
Some of it was, I think, but mostly in Virginia, I believe.
Because I think she was in that.
I can't
I could
remember.
be wrong, because when I worked for Regal, I went to Regal to theater school in Knoxville, and they took us somewhere that had a thing with October Sky, but I know they had Patricia Neal in there. So yeah, stroke rehab.
Oh.
Thank you. That's probably Donna. Thank you.
Yep.
Let me chime in here. Your turn, Nate, for fact. Listen, I got nothing. Sorry. Yeah. I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a Jaws fact today because I got nothing, buddy. I don't know who that is, but not the answer here. Sorry, buddy. I'm gonna talk about something. I'm good, but nope, not gonna happen. So,
He's
question.
still in training. That's okay.
Still reading up on the Jaws quiz book.
We're still training them.
The Amazon Jaws quiz book. So, what are you guys hopeful for 2024? You guys at home too. What's sticking in your mind? Any ideas?
For it to go by quickly, so 2025 is here.
And I think that's what's going to be fun about it.
I concur. Yeah. Actually, I think I'm hoping for a new life somewhere outside of Knoxville.
Yeah.
Possibly moving to to somewhere. I'm probably going to leave, but yeah, I'm looking for something a little bit greater outside of Knoxville, either in Lexington or Nashville. Not sure yet.
Lexington was nice.
If my family's watching, sorry, I'm just now loading this up. But yeah, I've been thinking about it. So,
tell you, Lexington would be nice. I really had a and that's
great
something we
time.
highlight on Scarefest.
Yeah,
with the Jaws cast reunion and everything. But it was such a nice town. Everybody was very nice, and it was clean, and it was personable, and yeah, it'd be a good place to live.
Yeah, and I'm only an hour away from my family in Cincy, so
Cincy,
I'm still not that far from Knoxville, 3 hours, but still, there's an airport. As long as there's an airport and a Starbucks and a Chick-fil-A, I'm good. So, and a job. So
triangulation of life, right? Just gotta get those things in line.
You got it. Yeah. So I'm hoping for something a little bit better and more prosperous this year.
All right. Mike, what about you? I mean, you're starting off the year, almost starting off the year with a grandson, so that's pretty.
I'm good. I got a grandson. I'm glad he's healthy, and Kansas City doesn't win Super Bowl 58, but bite your tongue. We still be in the playoffs. We still be in the playoffs. The way the Steelers are going to be in the playoffs, they buy tickets.
I was going to say. I mean, they won last week, but they weren't looking too good the week before. Yes. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just
I
hope
heard
for
something today,
like
and I
a
thought about
happy
you,
year,
Mike.
and everybody is healthy and happy, and um, life treats everybody good. Every world peace. I always say, when Anita says, "What do you want for your birthday or for Christmas?" I say, "World peace." So I want everybody to be happy and take care of each other and
Be
count the
kind.
days.
Be kind. Be humble. Yeah. I see that.
Uh,
I know who that is. I know it's Donna, and I've already told her. I do
and they
not
have
want
housing.
to.
There you go.
I got
Come
too
on.
much crap to move up to Massachusetts.
Come on. Oh, come on. They got those storage pods. They bring them in. You kidding
She
me?
has been trying for years to get me to go up there.
All you got to do is.
It's 539 days, 4 hours, 2 minutes, and 3 seconds.
That's right. It's on the page.
Yeah.
I
Not
completely.
that
It's on the
counting
page.
people. Golly.
That's. I mean, honestly, with me, things just kind of steady moving the way they've been going, kind of similar to what you said, Mike. But for me, on the Jaws end of things, it's honestly it's the we have all this anticipation that's building up. We have these neat little fun things that have kind of poked their heads. Some of what we talked about tonight, which I love, the fact that it's not reinventing anything. It's just kind of going in different directions, and I love to see what's happening with that. And before you know it, someone's going to announce dates, and then it's going to be this scramble to try and get a place and to see what all's going to go on. And I have a lot of anticipation, and for me, at times, the excitement of that happening and trying to get things squared away, can be as much fun as some parts of the actual event. So I always get, wound up and giddy and nuts when that stuff happens. And so that's kind of what I'm waiting for. I'm going to get a phone call from, you one day, or Donna's going to send something out, or something's going to be posted, and then scramble trying to find a place to stay. And then, and of course, the anticipation of all of us being there. And I cannot wait where I can get, all the people we've come across and become really good friends, and in one place at one time. I mean, it's absolutely going to be a complete
And
blast.
even SharkCon in July.
Yeah.
So it's like a precursor. Yeah. A precursor.
Exactly.
Just make sure somebody's can get a bail bond, okay, for us, because we're going to need that.
We know Jonathan Searle. We know the chief. We're good. We know the chief.
We know him. We do.
That's all that matters.
Exactly.
We got connections.
So you walk out of the building, and it's local jurisdiction. But
just don't cross the bridge. Yeah.
Just don't cross the bridge. Nope.
And continue to not watch JTR on Christmas Day.
Oh, good Lord. You only watch it until you see Donna, and then you turn it off. That's all you got to do, man.
That's right.
First 20 minutes. First 20 minutes.
First 20 minutes, done.
Oh, man.
Well, I had a barrel somewhere that I can't find now. I was going to drop it, like dropping the ball at the end of the year. This has been a great year, Nate. Thank you for everything you've done, Janie. Keith, if you're watching, everybody that's watched this, everybody that's joined us.
Everybody at home, yeah.
Everybody at home, all the other groups, Martin and Robin and Ross and Jimmy Lovato. We're here because you guys apparently want to see us, and that's very, very humbling. To know that, and if we can give you an hour a week of relaxation and fun, and it's all worth it. It's worth every penny.
I couldn't. Yep, absolutely. Yeah. With that being said, guys, I think we're gonna wrap up 2023 right there. Mike, I think you wrapped it up in a real nice way. I don't know if I could add anything to that other than it's been a blast. I feel very happy to be a part of it. Glad that I can kind of be in there. So Hey, love it. Love you guys. You guys at home. That's why I come and do this every week, and it's no other reason why I would do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, very cool.
I'm glad that I came back on and finally got to meet you, Nate, and become really good friends over the last couple of months and everything. And everybody, please be safe. You know, what is it they say? Don't add to the population and don't take away from the population on New Year's Eve.
That's
But be
right.
safe. See you in 2024. Wow. Can you believe it? Wow.
Yeah, hard to believe.
4.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
So let the ball
Well,
drop and we'll see you next year.
Happy New Year.
Happy
yes.
New Year. Merry New Year.
Merry New
Merry
Year.
New Year. Have a happy Quintmas.
You like,
All right, guys.
you like,
From everybody here at Let's Talk Jaws Live to all you guys that hang out with us every week, thank you very much. Wonderful, wonderful night tonight. Wonderful year. And we'll catch you again in just a couple. So take
Merry
care.
New Year. Is that Trading Places? You want the beef jerky?
Trading
Beef
places,
jerky
yes.
time. Beef jerky time. Yeah. Also a Christmas movie. Yes. So,
Yes, it is. There you go. Merry New Year. All right, guys.
All right.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes, yes. Have a wonderful, guys. Be safe and enjoy yourselves. So we'll catch up with you. Fins up. We'll
Fins
see you
up.
guys later. Happy New Year to everybody. Take care, guys.
Bye, guys.